I tested some of the best noise cancelling earbuds of 2025, and in this video I'm gonna rank them in a tier list based on their value for money, overall performance, and more. Link to all of the products will be in the description below. OnePlus Buds 4. These earbuds really surprised me with their noise cancelling capabilities, especially for the price. They handle everything from airplane engine rumbles to general chatter impressively well. The sound is energetic and punchy, which is great for most music, though the bass can sometimes feel a bit much and narrow the soundstage. If you want fantastic ANC without shelling out a ton of money, these are a fantastic option. For me, these land squarely in the great tier. Google Pixel Buds Pro 2. These are incredibly comfortable and light, and the noise cancellation does a solid job of minimizing background sounds. As you'd expect, they are a dream for Android and Pixel users, with deep software integration that just works. However, the ANC can sometimes let voices slip through, and if you're an iPhone user, you'll miss out on a lot of the smart features. I'm putting these in the great tier. Beats Studio Buds Plus. These do a fantastic job of blocking out mid-range noise, so they're perfect for silencing chatty passengers or office coworkers. I love that they work just as well with Android as they do with iOS, and the IPX4 water resistance is a nice touch for workouts. My main issue is that the sound can get a bit harsh and they can feel like they might fall out during intense movement. Overall, I'm placing these in the great tier. Technics AZ100. Okay, the noise cancelling on these is just phenomenal, especially at killing low and mid-frequency sounds like voices and traffic without that weird vacuum pressure some earbuds create. The adaptive ANC feature is smart enough that I just leave it on and let it adjust to my surroundings automatically. While they might not be the absolute number one at silencing every single sound, they come incredibly close and are so comfortable to use for long periods. It's an easy decision for me to put this in the God tier. Sony WF-1000XM5. When it comes to just absolutely deleting the world around you, these are the champs with noise cancellation that I feel is the best on the market. The foam tips create an amazing seal that blocks out so much noise before the ANC even kicks in, making them a must-have for frequent flyers or commuters. There is a tiny hiss sometimes with the ANC on, but honestly you won't even notice it when the music is playing. These are an obvious choice for the God tier. Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 4 Earbuds. These things sound absolutely incredible. With a really harmonious and rich sound that has some seriously impactful bass, the noise cancelling is so good that it can easily filter out the drone of an airplane cabin. And the battery lasts for most flights, with the case holding 3 extra charges. While they might be a bit uncomfortable for smaller ears or long trips, the features are top-notch, including support for the latest high-quality audio codecs. For me, these are an easy placement in the God tier. Bowers & Wilkins PI-7S2. These have a really punchy bass-heavy sound and a design that I think looks fantastic and premium. They're comfortable enough for commuting, and the soundstage feels huge, which I love. However, the noise cancelling is just okay, not amazing, and the battery life is pretty weak at only 5 hours before needing a charge. Because they focus more on the consumer-friendly sound and looks overall all-out performance, I'm putting these in the good tier. Audio-Technica ATH TWX9. I was really impressed by the natural and balanced sound these earbuds deliver. Everything feels very precise and uncolored, without being sterile. They are packed with features including a ton of sound settings in the app and adjustable noise cancellation, which works quite well. The biggest letdowns for me are the weak battery life and the fact that wind noise can be an issue on calls. For someone who values a pure sound and customization, these are a great choice, so they land in my good tier. Anker Soundcore Liberty 5. These earbuds pack a surprising amount of features for their price, like a gaming mode and tons of EQ options, which is great to see. The sound has some serious low-end punch and you can get some good detail, but out of the box they lack balance and might not impress serious audiophiles. The ANC works well enough, dueling outside sound, but is definitely not the best I've ever heard. Given the solid features but just decent sound, I'm placing this in the average tier. Earphone Free Pro 2. These definitely bring the bass, which is powerful and makes them decent for listening to podcasts or for some background music on your commute. They also have modern features like ANC and a recent version of Bluetooth, which is solid for the price, but the sound is so V-shaped that the mid-range gets lost, and the bass can get boomy and unpleasant if you turn them up too loud. For just casual listening, they get the job done, but that's about it, which is why they are going into the average tier. Bose Quiet Comfort Earbuds 2. These things have some of the most impressive noise cancelling I've ever experienced. It's so good, it's almost startling when you take them out and realize how loud the world actually is. The sound is definitely bass heavy right out of the box, which is awesome for stuff like techno or hip-hop, but you can thankfully tweak it with the EQ in the app if that's not your vibe. They are super comfortable and stay put, but I wouldn't take them for a run because they can create a thumping sound on impact. The biggest letdown for me is the lack of multi-device pairing, which is a feature I've come to expect at this price point. For me, these are a solid grade tier. Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 Pro. While the sound on these is just so full of energy, with a punchy bass and clear treble that makes music feel really dynamic and wide. They do a fantastic job of blocking out noise, from the rumble of a bus engine to people chatting around you. However, if you're making a lot of calls in noisy places, the microphone can struggle to separate your voice from the background chatter. Keep in mind, a lot of cool features like the highest quality audio codec and EQ settings are only available if you're using a Samsung or Android device, so iPhone users might want to look elsewhere. I'm putting these in the good tier. JLab JBuds ANC3. These are really small and lightweight, so they're pretty comfortable to wear for a while without any issues. The audio is surprisingly clean and pure, with some nice deep bass, although the high notes can sometimes sound a little sharp. The noise cancellation works well enough for blocking out low rumbles, but I noticed it sometimes makes other sounds, like voices, seem a bit louder, which is not ideal. The sound doesn't feel very immersive, almost like it's just coming from inside your head rather than all around you. These land in the average tier for me. Nothing Ear earbuds. I was seriously impressed by the sound quality on this, especially for the price. I started noticing little details in songs I've heard a million times before. The app is fantastic and even has a hearing test to create a custom sound profile just for your ears, which makes a huge difference. The noise cancellation is okay, it gets the job done on a bus or in a coffee shop, but it's not going to completely block everything out. The battery life is great, especially if you're not using ANC all the time, and the transparent case looks super cool. I'm placing these in the average tier. Apple AirPods Pro 2nd Gen. The noise cancellation on these is just phenomenal. It really does make the world around you melt away so you can focus on your music. They sound fantastic for their size and work seamlessly if you're in the Apple ecosystem. Plus, the microphone is excellent for calls. While they are really comfortable, the case is a magnet for scratches, and after a couple of years, you might notice the battery life isn't what it used to be. The sound is great, but you are still limited by the nature of Bluetooth audio, which is something to consider if you're a true audiophile. For me, these easily make it into the good tier. Anker Soundcore Liberty 4. These earbuds really surprised me with their sound quality, especially for the price. The bass is powerful and the sound is energetic, which is great for pop and dance music. However, right out of the box, the sound can be a bit bright and piercing, but thankfully the app has a fantastic equalizer to tune everything just right. While the noise cancellation is solid for the cost, it does struggle to block out the low rumble of a bus or plane engine. For someone who loves tinkering with EQs and want a bass-forward sound without breaking the bank, these are a fantastic option, which is why I'm putting them in the great tier. Samsung Galaxy Buds Live. Now these are interesting because of their unique bean shape and open ear design, which I find creates a more open and spacious listening experience than typical earbuds. The design does mean that the audio can be inconsistent and they let in a lot of outside sound, so they aren't for you if you want to completely block out the world. The active noise cancellation helps a bit with low rumbles, but it's not going to silence a busy commute, and the microphone quality is just okay. I'd say these are for someone who prioritizes comfort and want to stay aware of their surroundings, so for me they land in the average tier. Jabra Elite 10 Gen 2. These feel really premium with their soft silicone finish, and they're super comfortable for long periods. The sound is great with a nice hefty bass, and the app gives you plenty of control to change it up if you want. One of the coolest features is the smart case that can plug into a plane's entertainment system and stream the audio wirelessly to the buds. Even if it can be a bit finicky, they're durable and the noise cancelling is quite impressive, making them a great all-around choice for travel and daily use. So I'm confidently placing them in the good tier. Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra Earbuds. While the noise cancellation on these is just on another level, they create a bubble of near total silence that is truly impressive and unmatched by anyone else. The audio is fantastic too, with rich powerful bass and clear highs, though I did notice a very faint hiss when no music is playing. They are perfect for anyone who travels a lot or just needs to block out the world to focus, but they do come at a premium price. For offering the absolute best noise cancellation money can buy, these are easily, without a doubt, going into the god tier. Jabra Elite 85T. These have a nicely balanced, slightly bass-heavy sound that delivers a satisfying thump without being overwhelming. Though vocals can sometimes lack a little detail until you tweak the EQ in their excellent app. They are very comfortable, and as you'd expect from Jabra, the microphone quality for calls is top-notch. The noise cancelling is decent for blocking out office chatter, but struggles a bit with low-frequency sounds like plane engines. Because they are a solid all-rounder, especially for calls, but not the best in any single category. I feel they belong in the good tier. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the best noise cancelling earbuds for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description. Alright, peace out.